Our dearest 2020 graduates and completers, triple congratulations. Why triple? First, obviously, you are to be congratulated for having completed your courses of study, whether these are preschool, grade school, junior high school, or senior high school. Second, you will be remembered throughout the history of the College of the Holy Spirit, Manila, for being the only graduating class that did not have a graduation, or at least not the usual marching up the stage to receive your diploma kind of graduation. That is a first in history. And third, you are also the first in the history of the school to have a virtual graduation. And you are probably saying, or at least thinking, yeah, big deal. All of us, the administration, your teachers, and the staff of CHSM, and most of all your parents, understand your disappointment at the way your school journey ended. We understand how you feel about not having the graduation ceremony you were looking forward to, of taking that long walk from under the chapel to the Paraclete Auditorium, going up the stage and taking a bow with your most treasured diploma, or for the honored graduates among you, for hearing the clink of medals as they were awarded by your proud parents. We do understand your disappointment, but today we ask you not to be disappointed, but to be happy and thankful that you and your family are alive and well despite this virus, and that you are having this unusual but nonetheless memorable ceremony. The events of the past 4 months have been shocking, to say the least. Think back to February as you went through your daily school day and looked forward to weekends spent with family and friends. To some of you, you were already busy planning for the school fair. Then came March and everything came to a screeching halt. Everything shut down as the dreaded quarantine was imposed. Mask and physical distancing became part of our new normal. Reactions were many and varied. Some people reacted negatively, from being passive to outright defiance. Some of you must have been among those who met the restrictions negatively. And frankly, I do not blame you. Ang hirap atang makulong. But, like many others, you have learned to cope, and that is good. We have also seen the truth behind the saying that every cloud has a silver lining. Indeed, this very, very dark cloud that has covered the whole world revealed many silver linings. Families had no choice but to remain at home. And many found joy in being together and discovering new things about one another. Doctors, nurses, health providers, and other frontliners found the hero in them as they volunteered to risk their lives, some of them even losing their lives to care for their family. People everywhere discovered their potential for compassion. Before COVID-19, many of us were minding our own business, enjoying our friends, and in our busyness forgot the needs of others. But when disaster struck, most people discovered the compassion in their hearts and reached out to the less fortunate. You, our very dear students, showed your caring spirit through online personalized thank you cards, uplifting videos of hope and gratitude, donations of all kinds to many people. Charity came to the fore, and selfishness took a back seat. Kindness overcame meanness, churches were emptied, but hearts became full with prayers. Faith in God reigned over pride in oneself. I therefore stand corrected. All of you deserve not only triple, but quadruple congratulations. Why? For you have learned in 4 months what so many people do not learn in a lifetime. Let me address our senior high school graduates in a very special way. In these very unpredictable times, our dear high school graduates. It is understandable that many of you are feeling anxious and apprehensive about your future. Ninenervyos kayo. What will your future be like? While it may seem like your dreams and ambitions are held hostage by this virus, take heart that history is full of examples of how tragedies transform ordinary men and women and enable them to be braver and more resilient. It is during times of great challenges that the best in the human spirit comes forth. I am absolutely certain that inside your souls is the fire of courage that will never burn out. In your minds is a fortress of strength that can never be broken. And in your hearts is planted the seed of hope that no problem or misfortune or challenge can ever defeat. Have faith that your very best days are yet to come. You are, after all, CHSMs. Congratulations, my dear batch of 2020. Really, really, from the bottom of our hearts, congratulations. And may the Holy Triune God live in your hearts and the hearts of your families forever. Congratulations. By virtue of the power vested in me by the Department of Education and the Board of Trustees of the College of the Holy Spirit of Manila, I now declare you graduates of grade 6 and graduates of senior high school of the College of the Holy Spirit of Manila. Congratulations.
2020, members of the basic education, faculty, teachers, staffs, board of trustees, to our dear parents, ladies and gentlemen, good day. I am indeed honored in this exceptional privilege to be speaking to all of you to commemorate the memories and accomplishments of our great class. To begin, CHSM is an institution that fosters lasting friendships, encourages curiosity and the pursuit of knowledge, and most significantly, strengthens our relationship with God. It is indeed an intimate community where everyone feels like they are part of a big family. On my 6 years in high school, I have learned to always strive for excellence instead of perfection, as excellence paves the way for improvement, whereas perfection just paves the way for stagnation, limiting one's creativity and innovation, resulting to further mistakes and failures. People are not born with excellence. They cultivate it over a period of time through hard work, wise work, and smart work. It is a corollary of both passion and performance. It is about being the best and striving to be better. It is an attitude, an unconscious desire to accomplish things excellently that would make us to not only meet the expectations, instead to surpass those. Achievements without diligence are improbable. An idle person can never gain anything if he just sits and waits for a better opportunity to come. Determination is both a privilege and a pleasure. It is an inherent luxury that no one can afford and the key towards success in this life full of strife. Altogether, we are born for productivity, progressiveness, and affluence. We are like the steel that shines in use and rusts in rest. We are a man of action that acts in the living present. There is no tomorrow for us, which is why we should ensure to make the best of our time. I want all of you to discern what a great gift it is to be prepared as we are, because not all schools offer such an advantage as we, the class of 2020, are at the dawn of crisis, mourning for the losses of the world due to the COVID-19 that is still prevailing, expecting the cursed days to be over, yet still we are gathered here to solemnize and celebrate the triumph of our endeavors and perseverance. Here, we have a high degree of academic excellence, and whether you intend to continue your education or not, you will benefit from what you learn here. Everyone says that high school is the top flight years of our life, yet I can say that it is both my best and my most educational years. When I say educational, I mean I've learned so much about myself and so much about life too. I learned what the words family, love, solidarity, betrayal, law, and life meant. All these events changed me, and I'm glad they happened because I wouldn't have learned all these lessons. We can also be thankful for our families. These past 6 years have presented us with innumerable exhilaration and desolations, and it is good to know that we had our families in our corner, supporting us along the way. Thanks, Mom and Dad, for always being there for us when we felt like we wanted to give up, and for always having a way to put a smile on our face and instilling lessons in our head that continuously develop us into a fine young individual that we are today. Thank you for supporting us morally and financially, and most of all, thank you for bringing us into this world. Lastly, to the one above all of us, thank you for all the blessings you have given me and everyone else. We would not be here today without you. Of all the values that I learned and will continue to learn, I find independence as the most important, as it urges us to become a good decision maker. And being a good decision maker helps one become a good leader in a person. We cannot just have fun all the time, but at the same time, we cannot just study all the time. What I am trying to say is that we should find a balance. Balancing fun and work creates an even better individual, and I suggest that everyone should learn to do this. Enjoying something that you do results to obtaining such aspirations less tediously. Sometimes it pays not to worry so much about where you rank, but rather think about the joy you get with what you do. Just do not forget to always aim for excellence. Even if you enjoy what you're doing, the hardships will still be present. I know a lot will strive hard for success, and a lot as well who unfortunately just settle for mediocrity. Now, I would like to challenge you to push yourselves harder and always aim higher, because in doing so, you will be prosperous. In every crisis, doubt, or confusion, take the higher path, the path of compassion, courage, understanding, and love. We have a chance to do something extraordinary. As we head out of this pandemic, we can change the world. Create a world of love. A world where we are kind to each other. A world free from oppression and loaded with harmony despite of our diverse class, race, sexual orientations, religion, identities, and jobs we have. Let love and kindness be our roadmap. And now, before I end, I would like to leave all of you a simple quote. Carry yourself in such a way that when people are sitting, you would be standing. And when they are standing, you will stand out. And when they stand out, you will be outstanding. And when they dare to be outstanding, you will be their standard. Once again, to my fellow graduates, my warmest congratulations and best wishes to all of us and to our great future. Padayon, Batch 2020.
The thought of you is dear to me.
CHSM.